Kofi was the wealthiest man in the Asante region, not just in gold, but in character. He was generous, loyal, and sought a love as true as his own heart. But his family urged him, "Kofi, a man of your standing needs a wife who is his equal in beauty, a jewel for your crown." They presented Adwoa. She was a vision. Her skin glowed like polished ebony. Her curves were like the sacred hills of the homeland, and her eyes held a captivating, mysterious depth. She moved with a grace that silenced rooms. Kofi, like all who saw her, was mesmerized. His family beamed. "She is perfect. The union will be legendary." In his heart, Kofi longed to know the woman behind the eyes, but the roar of his family's approval and the sheer force of Adwoa's presence drowned out the quiet voice within. He saw beauty and assumed goodness. He saw grace and imagined warmth. He married the vision. After the lavish wedding, the house was filled with exquisite things, but it was empty of joy. Adwoa was obsessed with her own magnificence. She demanded new jewels, finer clothes, and servants to fan her constantly. Her laughter was sharp, reserved only for compliments. Her touch was cold. The air in their home grew heavy with silence. One night, Kofi's oldest, most loyal servant, Yah, found him staring into the moonlit garden. "Master!" Yah whispered, his voice heavy with fear. "The women at the river, they speak in hushed tones. They say Adwoa's mother was a bai, a witch. They say her beauty is not a gift, but a potion, a web to trap the mighty." Kofi erupted in anger. "Do not speak lies about my wife." He roared, but the seed of doubt was planted. He started to notice things. He remembered how Adwoa never visited her aging mother, how she recoiled from the village shrine, how her beauty had an unnatural, unchanging perfection, never touched by time or sun. It was as if she were a perfect statue, not a person of flesh and blood. The doubt grew into a tormenting suspicion, a cold knot in his stomach that he could no longer ignore. Tormented, Kofi followed Adwoa one twilight to a forbidden grove at the edge of the village. Hidden behind a gnarled tree, he watched in horror as his wife tended a small, foul-smelling fire. From a pouch, she took a lump of dark clay molded into a twisted, grotesque shape. She pricked her finger with a thorn, letting a single drop of her blood sizzle on the clay figurine. As she did, she whispered to it, her voice a chilling hiss, "Spirit of the Shalapool, mirror of lies keeper of the borrowed face, I feed you again. Hold the glamour. Keep his eyes blind to the truth beneath." The figurine seemed to pulse with a sickly light. As it did, Adwoa's visible skin shimmered, the glow intensifying for a moment before settling. In that flickering light, Kofi saw it. He saw not his wife, but a hollow vessel, her true form plain and sharp-featured flashing beneath the magical veneer, like a ghost. In the firelight, her breathtaking beauty was a cloak, a fragile illusion woven from deceit and dark contracts. The truth hit him with the force of a physical blow, shattering his world into a million pieces. He confronted her not with rage, but with profound sorrow. They stood in the grand hall of their silent home. "I did not marry a woman," he said, his voice trembling. "I married the spell. I gave you my loyalty, my name, my home. You gave me a beautiful mask. Adwoa's mask of charm fell away completely. You wanted beauty, she shrieked, her true voice grating and bitter. Your family demanded it. I gave you what you asked for. This power is all that has ever cared for me. In Arengur, the glamour flickered wildly, revealing glimpses of the desperate, ordinary woman underneath. In that moment Kofi understood the true betrayal. It was not just hers. He had betrayed himself. He had traded the possibility of true love for the certainty of a beautiful lie, and she had betrayed her own soul for the world's fleeting admiration. Kofi went to the village elders. The truth was revealed. The marriage, built on witchcraft and deceit, was an Adwoa. Her dark power, broken by exposure, was banished from the village. Her famed beauty was gone forever, leaving only a weary, ordinary face etched with bitterness. Kofi remained, but his riches felt like dust. His grand house echoed with the ghost of laughter that never was. The greatest regret was not his alone. His parents, who had chosen his bride for her curves and face, could not meet his eyes. In their ambition, they had sought to build his legacy but had almost doomed his soul. Kofi learned a lesson that wealth cannot buy, that the most dangerous magic is not the kind that twists clay and blood, but the kind that allows us to see only what we desire to see. True beauty is a light that shines from within, nurtured by kindness, not by potions, and loyalty is worthless if it is given to a mirage.